Hey there, creepy peeps, and happy Valentine's Day. Welcome to another Weird Wednesday video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some movies you can be watching with your ghouls if you're celebrating Galentine's Day instead of Valentine's Day. Really quick though, before I get into that, I want to say a quick thank you to my creepy patron peeps for your support of my channel. Thank you so much. If you want to find out the perks to being a creepy patron peep, you can follow that link in the description box. All right, so for those of you that don't know what Galentine's Day is, I'm taking the name from Parks and Recreation. Amy Poehler's character celebrates Galentine's Day. Technically it's on the 13th, but as this Weird Wednesday video falls on Valentine's Day, you can celebrate Galentine's Day on Valentine's Day too if you want. Maybe you and your girlfriends don't have any dates or whatever and you just want to hang out, you know, while everybody else is being all lovey-dovey. You need some movies to watch. I got you. Here are some awesome horror movies you can watch on Galentine's Day with your ghouls. So first one is Underworld, which follows Celine, a vampire warrior who is entrenched in a conflict between vampires and werewolves while falling in love with Michael, a human who is sought by werewolves for unknown reasons. Obvious reason why I put Underworld on this list is because Kate Beckinsale is a bad-ass vampire warrior as Celine. She kicks ass throughout the movie. She's awesome, and I mean the movie has its fair share of eye candy. Seriously, I mean Kate Beckinsale looks great in her whatever it is, like spandex suit or whatever, leather suit, whatever she's wearing. We got Scott Speedman in this, Shane Broley, I think that's how you say his last name. Got some good eye candy in this movie. Next on my list is Death Proof, directed by Quentin Tarantino. Death Proof follows two separate sets of voluptuous women who are stalked at different times by a scarred stuntman who uses his death-proof cars to execute his murderous plans. I like Death Proof because it's got lots of kick-ass, beautiful ladies, and half of them kick the shit out of Kurt Russell's character, and it's awesome. If you're familiar with the movie, you know it takes place in two parts. So Kurt Russell, we see Kurt Russell stalking and killing his victims in the first half, and then he tries to take on another group of ladies in the second half of the movie, and he gets in over his head. And this whole kind of like battle between him and the second group of ladies mostly takes place as a car chase, which is awesome. And you know what? Us ghouls like car chases too, you know? And it's an awesome car chase at that, seriously. All right, so next on my list is The Descent. The Descent follows a woman who goes on vacation with her friends after her husband and daughter encounter a tragic accident. 1 year later, she goes hiking with her friends and they get trapped in a cave. Struggle to survive in the cave and they meet strange, bloodthirsty creatures. This one's awesome because I feel like it has, like, obviously it has a supernatural kind of feel with the creatures that the group of girls meet in the cave. And I feel like it's got slashery aspects too, just because the girls are kind of picked off one by one, obviously. So it's like all the fun of like a cool like supernatural slasher kind of movie without any like annoying like douchey jock male characters. Next on my list is Scream. I don't know, I just feel like that'd be something fun to watch with your girls on Valentine's Day. A year after the murder of her mother, a teenage girl is terrorized by a new killer who targets the girl and her friends by using horror films as part of a deadly game. I mean, okay, so I picked this movie for obvious reasons. Neve Campbell, because it's always Neve Campbell, we know this. It's got Rose McGowan, and it's got tons of eye candy. You got Matthew Lillard, you got Skeet Ulrich, you got David Arquette, Jamie Kennedy. There's tons of eye candy for everybody. It's funny, it's fun. Nobody is surprised that I added Scream on this list. Next on my list is The Vampire Lovers. I had to throw in a 70s lesbian vampire movie in here. Seriously, it was required. So The Vampire Lovers follows seductive vampire Carmilla as they target the beautiful and the rich in a remote area of late 18th century Germany. And vampires are just like inherently sexy. for one thing. Hence why I picked Underworld too. Vampires are just sexy, you guys. So we got the sexiness of the vampires, but it's also kind of like, it's not like lovey-dovey, even though it's called The Vampire Lovers. You got like that dark kind of scariness aspect to it. Plus you have the gorgeous Ingrid Pitt as Carmilla. So yeah, that's my candy. Next on my list, again, probably not a surprise to anyone that I added this on here, but it's The Craft. The Craft follows a newcomer to a Catholic prep high school who falls in with a trio of outcast teenagers who practice witchcraft, and they all soon conjure up various spells and curses against those who even slightly anger them. So we've been over this, but I'll reiterate it for those who maybe weren't listening before. So this has Neve Campbell in it. Say it with me, everybody. It's always Neve Campbell. There's always something like kind of empowering about witch movies. I feel like love them, love them, love them. And it's kind of got that like sleepover aspect to it. I don't know, like there's just something like, I don't know, probably because it's about a group of girls, it just makes me want to watch it like at a sleepover or something like that. Plus, you know, when the movie's over, you can play light as a feather, stiff as a board. All right, so next on my list, actually the next two on my list are probably the most lovey-dovey movies I put on this list because it is still Valentine's Day, so I feel like you gotta watch something kind of, you know, cheesy and romantic in that way. So next on my list is Warm Bodies. After a highly unusual zombie saves a still living girl from an attack, the two form a relationship that sets in motion events that might transform the entire lifeless world. I mean, if you're gonna watch a rom-com on Valentine's Day, it might as well have zombies in it, am I right? Like, I just feel like I had to throw in a zombie movie in there, you know, to kind of match how dead inside I feel on Valentine's Day. A good addition, just a fun, like kind of silly movie. It's not really scary or anything like that, but it's cutesy and funny in its own way. Right, and then last on my list, of course, I had to add in a Valentine's Day themed horror movie, obviously. So I'm suggesting you watch My Bloody Valentine 3D, which is the remake to My Bloody Valentine. Tom returns to his hometown on the 10th anniversary of the Valentine's Night massacre that claimed the lives of 22 people. Instead of a homecoming, Tom finds himself suspected of committing the murders, and it seems like his old flame is the only one that believes he's innocent. Okay, it's obvious why I put the remake on the list over the original. The eye candy, Jensen Ackles. Need I say more? You know, the killer's MO is like ripping people's hearts out and putting it in a heart-shaped candy box, which, you know, if maybe you're not feeling the love so much on Valentine's Day, will kind of satisfy like your bloodthirstiness on this day, I'm sure. All right, so those are just some movies that, you know, I might suggest you watch on Valentine's Day if you're just hanging out with your girls or just hanging out with your friends. You know, it doesn't have to be Galentine's Day. I just themed it Galentine's Day because it's Women in Horror Month. I'll definitely be marathoning at least some of these. I don't know if I could fit these all into one day, to be honest, but I'll definitely be watching some of these today, that's for sure. Let me know what your favorite movies to watch on Valentine's Day are in the comments section. As always, you can find me at all the normal social media places. The links for those are in the description box. You can also find me on my blog at nightmaremaven.com. Right now up there is a DVD special feature review of The Love Witch, obviously since it's Valentine's Day. That's another one I should have put on this list. Watch The Love Witch too today. You can also find me at morbidlybeautiful.com as a contributing writer and on their YouTube channel now. And you can find me at patreon.com/nightmaremaven if you want to check that out and support the channel. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here and become a creepy peep today. I post videos Monday through Friday. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay strange. Bye.